In this video, I'm going to give you the two major reasons why people procrastinate and the very basic things that you need to do to get over them. Whenever I was younger, I procrastinated out the wazoo. I, no matter what, I always felt tired. I felt lazy. Even though I was a healthy young man with no problems. I didn't have any health things. I didn't have any mental problems either. Even though all of that, I still felt like I was tired and I was lazy. I wasted away on video games, even though I knew damn well that I could have been doing better things with my life. I knew that I should have been doing better things, and yet I still only played video games. I felt tired and I felt lazy all of the time. And it's only when I fixed basic things that honestly you might not even have in your mind right now. They seem so basic that you probably don't even want to watch this video. But I promise you, if you watch this video, you'll see what I'm talking about how basic it is, but how important it is at the same time. And I'm just going to go ahead and start. Number one, the first thing that you really need to do to get rid of your tired feeling and your laziness is to sleep. Sleep more. I'm not joking about this. Whenever you go to bed, you're supposed to rest and take in all the stuff you've done the previous day, and you're supposed to relax and rest. If you wake up with a feeling of tiredness, like you're on edge or you're fried, that's not good. You're not getting enough sleep. If you get enough sleep, you wake up and you feel amazing. You genuinely feel like you're on top of the world. And people who actually sleep enough might relate to me. Whenever you wake up, you actually want to exercise. You actually want to get stuff done. When you get enough rest, you feel like you can take on the world. And you might be experiencing that feeling like where you wake up and you just don't want to get out of bed. You're just fried. You're like an egg in a frying pan. You can't get out of it because you just don't want to. You don't feel like it. And a general tip that I'll just go ahead and give you in terms of sleep is that bedtime doesn't equal sleep time. The amount of hours you spend in bed does not equal how much rest you actually get. If you go to bed at 11 p.m. and you wake up at 7 a.m., you did get 8 hours of bedtime, but you didn't get 8 hours of sleep. That's more like 7 or 7.5 hours of sleep. And so to get over this difference, you have to overshoot how much you sleep. You could, for example, go to bed for 9 hours, get 9 hours of bedtime, but you get at least 8 hours of sleep. That's what most people recommend. About 8 hours of sleep is what you need. Not bedtime, 8 hours of sleep. So this might sound weird, but even half an hour of extra bedtime would lead to you getting more rested and actually getting enough sleep. It really matters. And you might not believe me, but I promise you, if you even go 15 minutes earlier to bed today, just write that down. 15 minutes earlier to bed today, you'll feel the difference when you wake up tomorrow, and you'll thank me later. Number two is the diet, the stuff we put in our mouths. Your diet matters more than you think. So your sleep determines your energy and your overall mood throughout the day, especially in the morning, but your food that you eat determines more so later in the day how you feel and how tired you are. You might relate to me where I say, I used to eat a lot of junk food. I used to eat snacks. I used to eat chips. I used to drink soda all the time. And about 5 p.m., 6 p.m., even earlier, 4 p.m., 3 p.m., I would just get tired for no reason. Again, healthy young man, no problems. And yet I'd just feel tired. I didn't feel well. I just wanted to lay down and relax. That's not normal. The reason that happened is that I was eating horrible food that I'm not supposed to eat. I was drinking soda all the time, and so my gut was obviously struggling. I ate cookies and chips all the time, so my intestines were probably getting ruined. I promise you, if you stop eating processed food, you'll feel the difference in your energy, especially later in the day. And I'm not telling you to go on some crazy diet. I pretty much eat everything except processed food. And processed food is the obvious stuff that everyone tells you not to eat. Soda, obviously pastries like cookies and muffins, and then chips, other various snacks that you know you shouldn't eat. The easiest test I can give you, no crazy diet. Do you think that this stuff is healthy for you? Answer honestly. If you think that something is healthy for you to eat, go ahead. No problem. But if you deep down think that, oh, I probably shouldn't eat that, then you shouldn't. Don't eat it. Especially if it looks like it was made in a factory. Don't eat it. I promise you, you'll feel so much better later in the day. And a quick tip I'll give you for this one specifically is that if you really want to improve your diet, go one step at a time. Don't go on a sudden change where you get rid of all the soda, all the snacks in your house. Don't do that. You won't stick to it for very long, I can promise you that. Personally, what I did was that I changed one thing at a time. And the first thing I targeted was soda. I stopped drinking soda and I only drink water now. After soda, I went for the chips and I stopped eating chips. I was still eating everything else, but I was just eliminating, getting rid of one thing at a time. That's so much more sustainable, and you'll also get rid of cravings as well. Because if I stopped everything, then I would miss the junk food so much that I would be tempted to always go back to it. But removing one thing at a time really didn't leave me with any cravings. I don't even crave junk food at all. If I see someone eating a big burger from McDonald's, for example, I don't get jealous. I don't even feel hungry. I just look at it and it's just a burger. Like, who cares? That's honestly what happened to me, and I do highly recommend you to switch one thing at a time. And the last thing, number 3, to actually experience the elimination of procrastination is to remind yourself to not procrastinate. This is the most basic thing in this video, and yet it's the most important. If you remind yourself to do something, you're more likely to do it. I don't know if there's scientific studies, but I can guarantee you, if you remind yourself to do something, it's going to stay in your head for longer, and so you're more likely to do it. Even a simple phone alarm or a reminder leads me to do more things than I normally do. And it's just a simple reminder, nothing extravagant, nothing major, just a phone alarm. And that takes me 3 seconds to set up, and already that does so much in terms of procrastination. So the action step that I want you to take from this video, actually get something from this video that you've been watching for however long. I want you to get a piece of paper or a sticky note and write down a reminder to yourself. It could be take out the trash this morning, or take out your dog for a walk. Just something that reminds you of something that you need to do. Because without a reminder, you could be the healthiest person in the world, all the sleep and the best diet in the world, but first of all, I do respect that. I respect you to actually change your diet and your sleep. I respect that. Absolutely. I'm proud of you. But without a reminder to actually do something, you just end up being healthy but still distracted. You'll still end up watching TikTok, for example. But if you have something that you need to do and you know you need to do it, then you will end up doing it. And even if this is just a phone alarm or a reminder, I want you to set any kind of way, any way, for you to remember that you need to do something. That alone will decrease your chances of procrastination tenfold. Remembering that you have to do something is worth more than anything else in this video.